I say, let's stop doing this. You know what I mean? Like, this is not servers. This is not computing. Single use is absolutely fine.
This episode is made possible by OIT VoIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show notes.
Good morning and welcome to the November 21st episode of MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, and commentary in the MSP channel. My name is Tony Francisco and joined by my co-host, Mr. Ray Orsini, the man, the myth, the legend. You are crazy busy. How the heck are you doing?
I'm good. Another beautiful day. I like to think of the Saturday episodes as my replacement for Saturday morning cartoons. You and I are of the age where we had really great cartoons on Saturday mornings. And so in absent of that, you watch a little MSP Dispatch. You know, it's entertaining, Tony.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you're going.
Let's go. I was like reminiscing. I just went down that rabbit hole. I was like, oh. Okay, let's get into the news. In my first story, phishing emails increasingly use SVG attachments to evade detection. A story from bleepingcomputer.com. Phishing attackers are now increasingly using scalable vector graphics, that's SVG attachments, to evade detection and deploy malware. Unlike typical images like JPG or PNG, SVG files use mathematical formulas to create images, which allows them to resize without losing quality. This feature makes SVGs ideal for phishing campaigns, as they can also contain HTML and JavaScript to display malicious forms or steal credentials. Security researchers have found that these attachments can also redirect users to phishing sites. Since SVG files are text-based, they can often evade detection by security software. Because of this, emails with SVG attachments should be treated with caution and deleted unless expected, especially for those not working as developers. Ray, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. The sky is falling over there. The sky is falling over there. Next thing you know, JPG files are going to come attacking me. What am I missing here? Calm me down. Talk me off the edge.
It strikes me that SVGs might be the new PDFs, right? We keep coming across these, let's build a format that does this thing, and then let's add some additional capabilities. And for those that don't know, SVGs are pretty awesome. You can store multiple images in there, use some CSS to pull the image out. You can resize them as needed. They're kind of a Swiss Army type file format. Very similar to zip, actually, in that regard, just done mathematically versus compression. But I look at it and I say, let's stop doing this. You know what I mean? Like, this is not servers. This is not computing. Single use is absolutely fine. And I get all of this comes from the need for smaller file types and faster transmission through the web, because we have the attention span of goldfish thanks to TikTok and YouTube Shorts and whatever. But let's not forsake good security just for convenience.
Adding all this stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just more processing power, and then people are going to start to notice because maybe their servers are going to run, or their computers are going to run slower, their servers are going to overheat. But that would never, ever, ever, ever happen with that much computing power, right?
Apparently it happens. In my next story, it happens if you're using Nvidia AI chips. My next story, new Nvidia AI chips are overheating in servers, per the reports that are coming out of it. And this is a story written by Yahoo Finance. Nvidia's new Blackwell AI chips are experiencing overheating issues in servers, as reported by The Information. These chips overheat when installed in server racks designed to hold up to 72 units, raising concerns for customers trying to set up new data centers. To address this, NVIDIA has repeatedly asked suppliers to redesign the racks, although the issue remains unsolved. According to a company spokesperson, such engineering adjustments are a normal part of the process. Introduced in March, Blackwell chips were initially scheduled to ship in the second quarter, but faced delays which could affect major customers like Meta, Google, and Microsoft. These chips are notable for combining two silicon squares, making them 30 times faster for tasks like chatbot responses. Tony, is this the new you're holding it wrong?
You know what? All I heard was floating point processor, and that's all I. Right now, there are so many younger people in the IT industry that are very experienced, very knowledgeable, saying, "What did you just say? I don't understand. What floating point?" In order to actually see this floating point processor error, you have to do some wildly specific and extreme calculation to do this. But the reality is, they just did a little. They were the first LastPassy effort out there. I'm maybe I just found the point that the breakout. Was it the outbreak monkey for LastPassy was right there. Intel back
Oh,
then.
there you go. It was Intel FPS. Yeah. So,
But
Tony, let me ask you a question here. You've built data centers before. You know, real estate is expensive. The reason there are 72U racks or 96U racks is because we need the 96U to load gear, right? Like every one of these racks is costing literally thousands of dollars. When you have a data center with thousands of servers and every inch has been meticulously mapped out, to sit there and say, yeah, you're going to need twice as many racks because we need extra space between them. That, like anybody who's designed data centers know, you buy specific equipment because where our network equipment that would be for prosumer, for business, or even enterprise, they're doing cooling going from side to side. When you buy enterprise equipment, they either have cooling going from front to back or back to front. These are specs you look for in equipment. So this to me seems, we screwed up, and now here's our advisement because we're not going to own it. You know what I
you're
mean?
hitting it on the head, and it is a fascinating scalability issue. And I'm wondering what the next step on is.
You know what I'm wondering? What events are coming up next, Tony?
In our upcoming events, we have GrowCon 24, presented by Marketopia, an in-person event that's December 3rd through December 5th in St. Petersburg, Florida. We also have MSP M&A Growth Show, presented by Channel Program, an in-person event that's December 11th, 2024 in Dallas, Texas.
And that's your episode of MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, and commentary in the MSP channel, and sometimes a little bit of education. Tony, I hope you have a phenomenal week. I can't wait to see you on our next recording.
You too, brother. Everyone out there, please be safe, stay educated.
Take care of yourselves and each other, people. Bye.
If you found this episode eye-opening, catch more MSP Dispatch at 10 a.m. throughout the week. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.